just like to say first, I also knew Mary Ann and Randy. She took some time and told me about you also, and had tears in her eyes, and also about all the other ones too. But it was very special with her, and she was a special lady. So a lot of us out here that lived around the Charlotte area really loved Mary Ann. Okay, now moving on to our youth. Before I really get right into Alexanderblue, this is the 8th year of the NSA Hall of Fame. It actually started off as a North Carolina venture, then it went to North Carolina, South Carolina. Now it's gone to North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. But I'm only going to speak of North Carolina teams tonight. We've been doing this 8 years, and believe it or not, this is the 6th time that we've had a Class A champion. And realize some of you guys play super pitch, you know, you go out there and sandbag. But with the Class A, there's no bigger honor than Class A. We don't have any Super World Class A, it's the Class A championship. But first of all, our first world champion was the Fuquay Bombs out of Raleigh, a 1600 team. Then we had the Carolina Crushers, a team out of somewhere up in the western North Carolina, I think around Hickory, won. And then we had the Alexander Cubs, which was also another team from around that area, Taylorsville somewhere. Then we had the Charlotte Blades, a Charlotte team that won 12 and under. And that year the JC Clippers finished second to them, so the Clippers had to come back and they had to do it, or vice versa. I'm not sure exactly how that worked. Anyway, out of 8 years we've had 6 teams. I think last year a team from Virginia was in to be here, but it was a very long ways and they didn't have time to get prepared, so they didn't come. But I know we've had several others from Virginia. I know we've had 2 or 3 from South Carolina since I've been involved. And Coleman, you've had what, 3 or 4 Class A champions? I think 4. And Brooke was on one of those. Is that correct? Brooke, were you on one of Class A? Yes, Brooke was on one. All right. Anyway, now is Alexanderblue's time of honor on the stage. They are the 10 and under 2011 Class A NSA Girls World Series champion. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Alexanderblue, all the players, and please come up here. All right, this time I'm going to turn it over to the head coach, Tim Little. He's going to introduce the players and tell you a little bit about their accomplishments, and probably going to brag on the parents, and hopefully going to brag on our umpires, and then I say a little bit at the end. And David will close it out by showing the awards we're going to give all these young ladies, because I know everybody's starting to get a little tired and sore on the backside here. So thank y'all, and congratulations once again to the Alexanderblue.
I promise you we'll be short here. These girls have been on the beach everywhere else, waiting on their turn to get up here. So, first of all, before I forget it, I want the mothers to stand of all these kids, because they never get any recognition. I'm telling you, these mothers do a great job of everything from telling them what to wear, the fundraising and all that. So, please, mothers, thanks. You know, you got to put somebody's name down on a piece of paper as a head coach. And basically, I had this group up, but I got to tell you, I got a great group of parents. And the first thing is, you know, when the ball game starts, when we go out and meet the umpires, James Henry does that. James, he started this group with me a couple years ago, and James does a great job with the kids. He's very even-keeled, and thank you, James. Appreciate it. Paul Rash, coaches third base. Does a great job. Excellent dad.
I got to
and the kids love him to death. Next comes out and works with the kids. Does a great job. He's got a daughter who's actually not from Alexander County. All our kids are from Alexander County except two. The daughter's from Iredell County, and we've got one from Catawba County. And I want to thank him. Another guy, Chad Roney's in the back. I see he's got a camera. Chad did a great job with us and helped. He was there every day of every session. So I want to thank him. Next, we'll introduce the girls. This is Shelby Lund.
Here, Shelby.
Good job, Shelby. Alexa Rash. Skylar Lund. Raymond Goble.
Flossie.
Nelson T. Garnett. Jackie Little. Ricky Hess. Ricky Bratton. Leanne Sherrill. Tracy Roman. And Amy Mosley. Real quickly, the girls, they raised money this year to go to Chattanooga to play in the World Series. Again, thanking the parents, because during the whole week we had at least one parent there with every kid, and they give up a lot of their time raising money to go stay. I want to thank the NSA, Howard, David. It was a great week for us. We sort of looked at it like icing on the cake. The girls compiled a record of 65-5 during the spring. And we just said we were going to go play, not knowing how we were going to do, just go have a good time. And, we met Sunday night, and we said that's what we were going to do, but we were going to go play ball. There's a good tradition in our area as far as how we play ball and how we teach the girls the fundamental. And one of the things we want to do is teach the girls it's not only softball, but it's a way of life and the way you treat people and you treat others. And I think that's the big picture at the end of the day. But and Howard told me, he said, go ahead and tell one thing about the tournament and the turning point in it. And we had one picture, so we knew we needed to stay in the winner's bracket. But we got to the winner's bracket final game. We played a team out of Virginia. And they were the Virginia Galaxy. And my brother called me back home. He was kind of keeping up with the tournament on the internet. He said, I think that team was like 75-1. He said, they looked pretty tough. And Shelby's dad, Joey Lund, who helps us too, he went out and did a little scouting. And he met me and Paul, and he said, boys, he said, every one of them girls hit line drives. He said, we're in trouble. So, I don't know, we had to play a team from Ohio or Georgia won just to get to that game. And we were able to get to the game, and he was right. They were a great team. And we went to the 7th inning down in that game 5-2. And I'm thinking, got to go back to the losing break on the future, what are we going to do? But undoubtedly, all these kids weren't thinking that at all. Because they went into the 7th, and the bottom of the lineup come up, and that was a great thing about our team. I mean, it don't matter who leads off, who bats last, who bats fourth. They all work really hard, and you play us, you don't know who's up in the lineup. But we came back and tied the game 5-5. And I had a feeling the whole game, I mean, we knew they were really good, but these kids, this group of kids had so much character and composure through the year. I thought good things would happen. So anyway, got an international tiebreaker. We scored 6 runs. We beat them 11-5. The tournament's over. I mean, we knew them. So the next day we get the championship game, and I think we won it 6-2 or 6-3. And I don't know, we're just so proud of this group of girls. I know it's been a long night for everybody, but again, if you will, just give them a round of applause.